Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this session. In today's session, we'll discuss about the Model 2. In that we'll discuss about silicon control rectifier, also called as SCR. We already discussed about FET, the field effect transistor. In that we discussed about types of FET, that is junction field effect transistor, JFET, and the metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor MOSFET. And we discussed about the construction and working of JFET and MOSFET. And the second topic in Module 2 is SCR, is a silicon control rectifier. That is a electronic device having 4 layers. So we already discussed about diode. Diode is a 2-terminal device with 1 junction. Then we discussed about a transistor. The transistor is a 3-terminal device with 2 junctions. The next one more device, it is having 4 layers, the 4 terminals, and it's having 3 junctions. And it is a control device. It is used in many of the applications. It's application like inverters, then rectifiers, control rectifiers, then choppers, time delay circuits and all. And it is a power device and it can withstand a large current. It is in terms of amperes, around 10 amps or amps it will withstand the current. And the contents, so first we'll give the introduction to the SCR. Then we'll discuss basic operation and the symbol of SCR. 2 transistor model. Then we'll discuss about commutation, and SCR characteristics, application of SCR. Introduction. A silicon control rectifier is a switching device widely used in power control applications. As I mentioned, it is used in many of the applications and it is one of the power device, and to control the output we are using this device. And it is also called as a thyristor. It is one of the devices in the thyristor family. There are many devices are there like diac, triac, and one more is SCR. As I already mentioned, it is a 4-layer device with 3 terminals. The terminals denoted as or named as anode, cathode, and gate. And SCR has a wide range of application, including rectifiers, regulated power supplies, DC to AC conversion, it's called as inverters, relay control, time delay circuits, and many more. So it is used in many of the applications, and it is used in switching circuit also. The next we will discuss about the basic operation and the symbol of SCR. Basic operation and symbols. The SCR is made up of silicon because of high temperature requirement of handling a large current and power. It can withstand a large current and it can a large voltage also. So I have mentioned in terms of power we'll mention this SCR. Its 4 layers are P and PN as shown in the figure 1A. So this is the 2-dimensional view of SCR. The 4 layers are P, N, P, N. The outer layer, that is the outer P layer, is connected to anode terminal and this is named as anode here. And the outer N layer is connected to cathode terminal and this is your cathode. And the P layer close to the cathode, the P layer close to cathode is connected to the gate terminal. So three terminals are anode, cathode and gate. And here three junctions are there. This is one junction, we will call this junction J1. This is one more junction, I will call it as junction J2, and third one it is J3. J3. And this is a circuit symbol of SCR, and here this is anode, and this is cathode. So it looks like a diode symbol, and one more terminal we'll call it as gate. And this is a controlling terminal here, and the current indicated through arrow mark here, that is a gate current IG. This is your anode current, this is your gate current. And the basic operation here, and they'll give a positive voltage to anode and the negative voltage to cathode. And initially I'll make this gate voltage as 0. When gate voltage is 0, and here if I'll give a positive and here it is a negative, the P positive is connected to P and negative is connected to N, so it is forward biased. But here there is no signal which is applied to the inner P layer, as it is 0 is given to P. So here junction J1 has become forward biased. At the same time junction J3 is forward biased, whereas junction J3 is reverse biased. So there is no flow of current from anode to cathode when the gate voltage is 0. Or generally we'll give a pulse type of signal here. And if I'll give a pulse type of signal, it results in a gate current, and that will drive you junction J3. So one more condition is if I'll give a negative here and this is positive, so negative is connected to P, positive is connected to N, and this junction J1 is reverse biased, and here also this is reverse biased. So there is no flow of current from anode to cathode. Now again the same thing, if I'll give a positive to P and negative to N, these two junctions are forward biased, and I'll give a gate voltage. If I'll give a gate voltage, that is Vg is greater than 0, then that results in a current Ig, and due to this junction is also become forward biased. So now it indicates that your SCR is on. When the SCR is on, there is a flow of current from anode to cathode. So this is a basic operation of the circuit. So this is circuit symbol, three terminals named as anode, cathode and gate. So next we'll discuss about two transistor model. The operation or working of SCR can be explained by using a two transistor model. The basic operation of SCR can be best explained by splitting the 4-layer PNPN structure into a 3-layer structures. And we know that transistor is a 3-terminal device. There are two type of transistors are there. One is the NPN transistor, other one is PNP transistor. Now this 4 layers, there are 4 layers are there, PN, right? So I'll split this into 2 layers. The one is with PNP, it's look like N is common here and P is also common. Other one is NPN. So two transistor, one is PNP transistor, other one is NPN transistor. And this is anode, and this is cathode, and this is your gate terminal. This is a cross-sectional view of SCR by using a two transistor model. This is a cross-sectional view of SCR by using a two transistor model. Now the equivalent circuit is given here. This is a circuit symbol for a PNP transistor, and this is a circuit symbol of NPN transistor. And this terminal is anode, and the terminals of the transistor, that is NPN transistor or PNP transistor, is given as emitter, base and collector. So this is emitter, we'll name it as E1, This is B, this C. Collector and base of a first transistor. Transistor T1, and this transistor is PNP transistor. And the second transistor here, the base and the collector of the second base of the first transistor and second transistor is connected together. And the collector and base terminal of second transistor is connected to the same point. And emitter of this transistor T2 or NPN transistor is cathode. The E2 is connected, that is cathode. So this is positive, this is negative. And the gate which is connected to the base of a second transistor, base and collector of a second transistor. This is the equivalent circuit of a two transistor model. So according to this model, the SCR comprises of two transistors, one PNP transistor and one NPN transistor. The base of PNP transistor is connected to the collector of NPN, and collector of PNP transistor is connected to the base of NPN. The gate is connected to the base of NPN transistor. The next we will discuss about switching action or working of this two transistor model. The switching action or operation of SCR by using a two transistor model. And here we will apply a positive voltage to anode, is emitter of the first transistor, and let the cathode E2 and gate G both are grounded as shown in the figure. So here the cathode is connected to ground and the gate terminal is also connected to ground in the first circuit in the figure A. And the currents are indicated here. The current, this is IB1, the current is flowing through a transistor T1 is IB1, and here this current will name it as IC2, and this voltage will represent as voltage across base and emitter, that is given by V subscript PE. 2 indicates transistor T2. And in the first circuit, it is we are considered Vg is equal to 0, that is, it is connected to ground. Now to explain the working of the circuit, I will consider two conditions. The one is with Vg is equal to 0, the other one with Vg is greater than 0. When Vg is equal to 0, you can observe here that it's given to the base of the second transistor, and because this Vg is 0, the voltage across base and emitter of a second transistor is 0. There is no voltage drop across to this point, so that results the current through transistor T2 is 0. Current is indicated as IB2, the current IB2 is 0. And in BJT, the output current, that is collector current and the base current, are related by equation IC is equal to beta into IB, because when IB is 0 and collector current is also becomes 0, there is a small current will flows through a transistor, that is due to a minority carrier. That current is indicated as ICO. ICO indicates a leakage current, and its value is very small. It is in terms of microamps or nanoamps. And this current, because the collector of the second transistor is connected to the base of the transistor T1, and this current is very small, so that the transistor T1 is also go to off state only, because the magnitude of this current is very small and this is not sufficient to turn on the transistor T1. So transistor T2 is in the off state, and at the same time this current is very small, and by using this current it is not possible to turn on the transistor T1. So the transistor T1 is also go to off state. So when Vg is equal to 0, both T1 and T2 are off. When Vg is equal to 0, both T1 and T2 are off. indicates that both the transistors are replaced by open circuit, so there is no connection from anode to cathode. So there is no connection from anode to cathode. The equivalent circuit is shown. It is an open circuit from anode to cathode. So there is no flow of current. That indicates that SCR is in off state. Now the second condition, when Vg is greater than 0, and Vg is greater than 0, I'll give some a positive voltage here, or I'll give a pulse type of signal to gate. And if I'll increase the magnitude of this voltage, and the voltage across the base and emitter will be more than 0, when it is crosses 0.7, the transistor T2 is turned on, results in a current IB2, and the state of this transistor is on. Due to this IB2, that results in a collector current, because you know that the collector current is given by beta into the base current. So there is a collector current that is mainly due to a majority carrier, and this current will drive the transistor T1 because it is connected to the base of the transistor T1. So therefore transistor T1 is also become on. When Vg is greater than 0, the resistor voltage, that is VBE2, so this transistor T2 will be turned on. Results here, the current is IB2, results in a collector current, and this collector current will drive a transistor T1. So transistor T1 is also on. Now the equivalent circuit is, as I mentioned, both the transistors are on here. So this transistor is replaced by a closed circuit, and even this transistor is also replaced by a closed circuit. So there is a connection from anode to cathode, and that is represented by a closed circuit. Therefore SCR is in on state. This is a switching action of SCR by using a 2 transistor model. So two conditions, one is Vg is equal to 0, other one is Vg is greater than 0. When Vg is 0, both the transistors are on, off, so SCR is in off state. And Vg is greater than 0, both the transistor is on and SCR is in on state. The next concept is commutation, and it's also called as a turn off. The technical word we will use it as a commutation. Is once the SCR is turned on, it cannot be turned off by simply removing the gate signal. If I remove the gate signal, the SCR is not go to the turn off state. So you have to use some mechanism to turn off the SCR. That mechanism is called as commutation. The mechanism of turning off an SCR is called commutation. Basically there are two types of commutations are there. One is natural commutation, other one is forced commutation. So in natural commutation, you are not using any extra circuits. Using an SCR, and we'll remove the gate signal, and after certain time interval the gate signal that will become 0, so the SCR is automatically it will go to the turn off state. So you're not using any external circuit, and you're not forcing SCR to turn off. It is called as a natural commutation. But the second one we'll call it as a forced commutation. And the forced commutation will use some extra circuit to turn off the SCR. So there are many methods are there to turn off the SCR under the forced commutations, and here we will discuss some basic circuits. And I used your one transistor and one battery source is connected series with the SCR. So the current through the SCR is forced to become zero by passing a current through in opposite direction from an independent circuit. So this is an independent circuit, and here there is a flow of current will be there, and I'll pass a current which is in opposite direction to turn off the SCR. Now the extra component, I used one transistor here and one more is a battery source. It's connected series with the circuit. Now I'll assume that your SCR is in on state. SCR is in on state, and you'll give some positive voltage here to the anode, and because of this positive voltage, SCR is in on state. And I'll assume that the current is zero initially here. When the current of this transistor is zero, I mean IB is zero, then the transistor T is in the off state. So the transistor T is in off state and this is open, so there is no flow of current. Right. So when the SCR is in a conduction mode and IB is zero, the transistor is off and it is almost an open circuit. Now to turn off the SCR, a positive pulse, this IB of magnitude large enough to drive the transistor into saturation is applied to the transistor base. So you're applying one pulse type of signal to the base of this transistor. Because of that, there exists a current IB, and so that the transistor is go to the saturation state. Now this transistor is acting like a short circuit. Transistor is acting like a short circuit. Because of this, there is a large current I off. So the SCR is in the direction opposite to its conduction current. So there will be it results in a current, and here also there is a current is there. That current will indicate as the current which is flowing from anode to cathode, IAK, and there exists a current because of this transistor, and both are in opposite direction. Now, and this current will cancel the effect of this anode current. So one is flowing in this forward direction, other one is flowing in the reverse direction. Because of that, the current will become zero. Now the total SCR current reduces to zero in a very short time, causing it to turn off. So here I am forcing the current to become zero. When the current is becoming zero, then the SCR will go to turn off state. So this method we will call it as forced commutation. The next we'll discuss about SCR characteristics and parameters and the application of SCR in the next class. Thank you.